Alrighty, check 1, 2, 3. I believe we are indeed live. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. I am Duby Humantolo, your local space fish, and welcome back to Love Curse. Find your soulmate. Hopefully you're all doing well today. I apologize if I'm a little bit lower energy than usual. I am just it's a lot of stuff I'm not willing to discuss right now. Let's just leave it at that. But I'm doing alright pretty much otherwise. I just kind of want to bite someone. But otherwise, hopefully you are all doing well today. I apologize for how long it has taken me to get this stream out because good freaking lord, it has been a while. But nonetheless, I am here, I am very queer, and I am filled to the brim with existential fear. So I am ready to get us started. I believe, yes, this one. Anyway, last we left our protagonist, our beloved girl failure, who I've decided to name after myself, we have basically been saved by a strange phoenix lady who is telling us to find a soulmate within a year or we die. Horribly, apparently. We have met all 4 girls of varying degrees. We have a childhood friend. We have our strange, probably slightly mentally ill person who is going to school just to learn. But you know what? Good for her. Education is good. We also have the student council president who seems like a complete dweeb, and I love her. And then we have the boss of the corporation that we just obtained a job at, if I recall correctly. Or if not, we are probably going to obtain that job very, very soon. But yeah, I still haven't decided which one I'm going to go for just yet, and I'm not sure if we're going to get it within the first 3 hours of this game, because that's all I'm allowed to stream. Anyway, I also want to address the elephant in the room. I accidentally called this a Korean game because I thought I had read something about this being made in Korea or something, or had like Korean devs or something. So I apologize for that. That's my bad. This is actually Chinese, as far as I am aware. And have read again, yes. But anyway, let's just get us started so that way I can actually like do anything. I also have muted the voices so that way I can actually, like, speak and not have, like, awkward pauses waiting for the voice acting to be done before I speak. I'm not going to do any special voice acting here or anything like that. Once again, my throat is honestly a little bit scratchy, which is half the reason why I was kind of considering canceling today, too. But I am here. I want to do this. Let's do this. Doobie, why do you always stay indoors? You need to go outside. Otherwise, you'll never find your perfect girl. I know this! Leave me and my Hikikomori ass alone! Your neighbor, Nixie, is a perfect candidate. How about you get to know her some more? How many bobas did she bribe you with? Truly incredible. She didn't bribe me. I just care about you. I'm sure. But fuck that, I want to visit Iris. Oh yeah, Phoenix said you can only have one soulmate. Make sure to concentrate on one person, Doobie. And my polyamorous ass. At the end of the day, you can only pick one person. You have feelings for multiple, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get it, lady, I get it. If my volumes are a little bit odd, feel free to let me know and I will adjust them accordingly. I silently acknowledge Belle's words. I don't want a love that's like fast food. I want someone who understands me, someone I can trust. I feel that at least a little bit. Not that I really have any desire to fall in love myself, but I get this. I want someone who sees me as special, irreplaceable, unique. I'll treat her the same way. I got it. Thanks, Belle. You're welcome. I hope you bring your girlfriend home soon. Incredible. Oh, sweet. I completed the first chapter. Nice! Alright. You. I am going to choose Iris as my date. I guess this is the start of the route. I am choosing white. I'm choosing the cool student council president lady. Sunlight pours out onto the afternoon street. Soft golden rays filter through the leaves and dance across the asphalt. I still feel drowsy with the gentle sunlight illuminating my cheeks. I close my eyes in a futile attempt to return to a land of pleasant dreams. I'm so sleepy. That nap didn't help at all. I'll go buy a cup of coffee instead. Girl, stay away from the coffee. Caffeine is not good for you. It is not your friend. It is only going to give you anxiety. My school's in an excellent location. There are all kinds of shops and stores nearby. Everyone often hangs out in the area after classes are over. It's that cafe. I could order myself a nice drink and relax. Maybe I'll even work on some of my papers. I cross the street and walk toward the cafe. The bell hanging on the door brings I push it open. A clear, melodious sound fills my ears. The sweet aroma of coffee slithers into my nostrils. The anxiety that had been building up over the past few days finally begins to ease. I decide to spend my time here. I walk toward the counter and place my order. Hello, what would you like to order? Huh? This voice. Oh! Meet cute with the barista! I look up from the drinks menu and my gaze meets a pair of clear, sharp eyes. There's a flicker of surprise in her eyes, but she recovers quickly, her hesitation giving way to a gentle gaze. I couldn't contain the shock written all over my face. I had to say something. Suji? What a coincidence. Our fates must be intertwined. Suji, what are you doing here? I'm friends with the manager of this cafe. I sometimes lend a hand when things get busy. She's so cute. What would you like to drink? Just coffee or maybe something with milk? Well, what would you recommend? It's my first time visiting this place. I remember you prefer sweeter drinks. What about a macchiato or an oat latte? The cappuccinos here are also incredible, and Iris leans over and whispers, ensuring that only I could hear her. I'm quite talented making cappuccinos. I promise you'll enjoy it, Zume. What do you say? Well, I have another option than to order a cup, do I? One cappuccino, please. Glad to be of service. Please take a seat anywhere. I'll bring you your cappuccino when you're ready. When it's ready, rather. My God, she's so cute! Thanks! I take a seat near the window facing the street. The cafe's interior design is simple but elegant. I quite enjoy it. Even an unremarkable corner of the cafe was decorated with various ornaments. It's a cute and charming place. The music being played is also relaxing, like wind breezing past a pool of water. I can see the ripples colliding with one another, almost as if they're dancing in the middle of the pond. I find myself fully immersed, savoring the smell of coffee and the music cruising through my ears. I didn't even notice that Iris was holding in a tiny mocktail, walking in my direction. Miss, your coffee. I found something on the tray that I hadn't ordered. A delicious-looking brownie. This... Shh. I didn't expect to bump into you here. This is a little present for me. Thanks, Suji. Surprise is written all over my face. I happily grab a spoon and scoop part of the brownie into my mouth. Oh God. This is the easiest way to my heart. Give me sweets and I will just melt. I will melt. The nuts scattered across the top layer of the brownie mix amazingly with the lava chocolate inside the brownie. I can feel the sweet flavors exploding in my mouth. The texture of the crushed hazelnuts also helps counteract the sugary taste of the chocolate ganache. My eyes light up. Delicious. Iris, still beaming, looks down and straightens out her uniform. At that moment, I notice the beads of sweat dripping down her forehead and her cheeks. She's wearing a pair of formal-looking wedged heels. She doesn't seem tired, but they must be at least a little uncomfortable. Thank you for your hard work. Is working here tiring? It's not that bad. I enjoy the smell of coffee. Plus, it's very quiet here, isn't it? The gentle aroma here brings me a sense of calm, as if I am moving at a different pace from the rest of the world. Iris leaves my table with a now empty tray in her hand. The cafe's music is mellow. I softly stir my drink with a small spoon, disturbing the still surface of the coffee. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm wondering if I should have just picked the second option. It's me, fumbling. Fumbling women is literally in the title of the stream. I finally get a moment of tranquility amidst all the complicated emotions I've been experiencing recently. I even got a little surprise. Time flies by. The pedestrians outside the window, the sun, the traffic lights, they're all just blurs in the background. The world breezes past me, but my attention is only drawn to Iris. I can even hear the ice cubes clinking around in her shaker. In this moment, I finally understand what it feels like to be moving at a different pace from the rest of the world. Zuchi fits in here so well. I feel like I'm seeing the real her. I don't see her flashing her signature smile, and she's not carefully adjusting the tone of her voice all the time. She's completely immersed in her own world, a world full of grinding coffee beans, adjusting the record player, and swaying in conjunction with the gentle music. She just like me for real. Iris's mood is infectious. I pull out my laptop and quickly grind out my work. One of my tasks is a dull and boring essay. Maybe I'm just in a good mood, but I find myself surprisingly not hating the process, not hating the thought of proofreading my own work. I quickly come face to face with the bottom of my cup. I reluctantly drink the last few drops of coffee mixed with the now melted ice cream before collecting my things and getting ready to head back to campus. I'm saying goodbye to her in person. I walk toward Iris without a second thought. She's currently cleaning up some spilled coffee grounds. Her sleeves are rolled up. I see her long, elegant arms. Zuchi, I'm heading back to campus. Is it time for your next class? Be careful on your way there. Yes, and just one quick thing. When does your shift typically end? Around 6. Why? She looks at me inquisitively. I can't help but feel a little bit nervous. I heard that a new boutique opened up around here recently. If you're free after work, I'd love to check it out with you. I'd like to repay her for helping me secure that internship. I can buy her a gift or something later. I'd love to, but I'm afraid I can't. I have some matters I need to handle after I'm done with my shift. I won't be free later today. No worries. Another day then? Sure. I'm heading out now. Bye, Zuchi. Take care. Bye. Oh, what do I say? What do I say? I want to call her on her considerateness, but like, maybe she did. I haven't seen any of those pop-ups since the start of this, so maybe they're hidden now? I'm just gonna call her considerate. Really? It's because I recommended you. We shouldn't focus on just me. How have you been, Zuchi? I've been good. Really? That's awesome. Let me treat you to dinner someday when you're free, Zuchi. Yeah, of course. Okay. So I just end the entire month? Okay. October! Greetings, Doobie. How dost thou fare? A familiar voice pops up behind me. I turn around and see Phoenix's tall figure standing before me. She's holding a white porcelain teacup in her hand. The exquisite quality of the smooth and silky porcelain stands out, even in the dim light of the balcony. Taking a closer look, I notice intricate patterns on her teacup. Sharp lines and soft shadows weave together a stunning miniature landscape painting. I absolutely certainly do not own a cup like this. My mom and I would have turned it into a family heirloom if I did. Did you buy this? I asked, curious. Nay, 'tis simply one I have grown accustomed to using. I brought it along as I shall be living here henceforth. I nod after hearing her answer, but I'm still unable to contain the question looming in my heart. I have been wondering, what should I do? She pauses, taken aback. I see. Thou art troubled by thy fate. Thy past life was smooth, uneventful, and yet now, facing uncertain doom, thou find'st thyself lost. Fret not, we shall persist and free thee of this most dreadful curse. Remain calm, Doobie. No matter what may come, I swear upon mine own existence to protect thee. Phoenix, would that be too much pressure on you? My words surprise her. 'Tis my duty as thy guardian angel. I'm touched by the determination behind her words. I can't find the words to properly express my gratitude toward her. Phoenix silently looks at me. Her aura under the night sky is serene and steadfast. A cool breeze brushes past me. All my worries recede like the tide, at least for now. I recalled the discussion I had with Phoenix and Belle 30 minutes ago. I think that neighbor's pretty cool. Maybe she'll be our little duty soulmate. I know exactly who she's talking about. I paused for a moment, unsure of how to respond. Nixie and I have been friends for a long time. I can't start thinking about her that way because of a curse. Weren't you listening to Phoenix? We'll break the curse as long as her fate and heart align with yours. Plus, she'll get a girlfriend who loves her. Isn't that a win-win situation? Oh, some people are better as friends. Except that, you silly little kitty. But she might not have feelings for me. She buys you boba every single day. I think you two are a perfect match. You can get a job if you want boba that badly. You'll help contribute to the household expenses. If I may interject, that mentoring companion of thine, though from beyond the school, is a most excellent choice. Mentoring? Classmate? What on earth is this? I grumble internally. Oh dear, what kind of absurd matchmaking is this? Julie barely even knows her. Thy suggestion is more absurd still. One mere cup of milk tea sways thy judgment. It was 3! Okay. I quickly changed the subject before they could start bickering again. In any case, our top priority is finding my soulmate as soon as possible. Indeed. So what should I do? Phoenix opens her palm where an old ornate compass rests. Its color has faded over time, marking its age. The needle at the center of the compass points toward an unknown direction. I examine its mysterious nature carefully. Oh god, hiccups. Give me 1 second, y'all. I examine its mysterious nature carefully, yet I cannot understand what it means. Belle curiously leans in to take a look as well. After a moment, she takes a step back, frustrated. It seems she also has no idea what this means. This compass was bestowed upon me by mine own master. It aligns itself of its own accord, governed only by the tides of destiny. Master? The head of the Yan family. The continuation of the Yan bloodline hath rested solely upon her shoulders. She cannot reveal herself, yet her heart doth weigh heavy with concern for thee. She entrusts me with this compass so that I may aid thee in thy journey. Really? It's such a shame I left my old town at such a young age. I know nothing about my family. I can't believe there's still a Yan family head. I thought those rules only existed in fantasy novels. Now that I think about it, I really don't know much about my family. My parents rarely mention them either. Phoenix gestures for me to take the compass. I reluctantly hold it in my palm and flick the needle. But instead of snapping back to its original position, it begins to spin uncontrollably. Why is the needle doing this? Isn't it supposed to be aligned with my astrological chart? It reflects thy current predicament. Are you saying the needle represents my unfortunate fate like a candle on the verge of being extinguished by the wind? Phoenix's expression is complex. She doesn't respond, but I know the answer. For the first time in my life, I feel the looming sensation of death. The possibility of death is like a python wrapping itself around my neck. The feeling of suffocation within me rises unlike anything I've ever felt before. Shouldst thou cross paths with thy soulmate, the compass shall respond. Good or evil, it shall reveal all. Phoenix calmly explains the cruel reality I'm facing. In order to survive, I must improve my relationships with others. I'll have to rely on their feelings to continue living. But what is love? Is it really fated destiny if I approach someone with the intention of falling in love with them? This approach conflicts with my belief of what love is. I'm just gonna say I'm scared, man. I already prepped myself mentally, but I can't help feeling scared. Fear is natural. I'm scared that one day I'll just drop dead, but I'm also scared of becoming someone who becomes Something's blinded by their need to survive. Panic and fear overtake me like a tsunami. I'm drowning under these waves of emotions. Oh, she's just like me for real. Under the night sky, Ocean City remains lively. The lights are bright, the crowds are moving endlessly. In the narrow alleyways, bustling food stalls, and thriving commercial streets, groups of people chat and stroll in every direction. Everyone's enjoying this ordinary day, but all just seems so far away from me. My life is like an hourglass, counting down with every grain of sand. It was all so ordinary back then. I didn't expect it to feel like this. I'm immersed in my own sadness, unable to escape from the misery that's consuming me. Phoenix can sense my inner turmoil. She silently stands to the side, waiting, only letting out a sigh once the tea runs cool. How fares thy heart? If I meet my soulmate, then great. If I don't, I'm not going to go against my morals just to survive. I guess this is my way of coping with everything. Phoenix smiles gently, and with a flick of her fingers, the cold tea becomes piping hot again. Why? Thou hast not changed. That alone eases mine own heart. Haven't changed? Humans are fickle, yet thou alone dost remain steadfast, even in such conflict. I'm struggling to wrap my head around her sentence, but I can tell she's trying to encourage me. I don't want Phoenix to worry, so I force myself to smile. Beep! The phone in my pocket rings. I pull out my phone. It's a text from an unknown number. The sender is Hanyu Technology. Dear Miss Doobie, we are pleased to inform you you have been accepted as a product development. Oh! Hang on. Hang on. God damn it. Okay, so it's not gonna let me go back to that one. Fine then, be like that. Hanyu accepted me. I text my parents and Megan, letting them know the good news. My feelings lift after they congratulate me. I shouldn't fall into despair worrying about what the future holds. I need to live in the present. I quickly compose myself and remember someone I must thank. Suji, I passed the interview. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'd like to properly thank you sometime. Congratulations. You did this all by yourself. I didn't help much. Good luck at work. Suji doesn't respond to the part where I mention wanting to properly thank her. I know she's busy, but I'm still a bit disappointed. Phoenix suddenly speaks. A career is challenging, and the tides are ever-changing. Hold on to thy heart, and let not the world's currents sweep thee away. Ah. Phoenix smiles one last time before returning to her room. I'd just finished cleaning up the guest room and changing the sheet. Belle is settled into the storage room next to the guest room. I put her there to avoid yet another argument between her and Phoenix. I need to get my rest. I did clean the storage room, but there were still a couple items I had moved out. For the past few days, I have heard Belle rummaging through the stuff in there. After Phoenix returns to her room, Belle restlessly pops out and knocks over the porcelain cup Phoenix had left on the table, inspecting it like a thief. She uses something this incredible to drink tea? I've never seen a cup like this before. What? I walk over, fixing the cup. I notice 4 words engraved on the bottom. In City Private Seal. That must be some city from thousands of years ago. The corners of my mouth twitch. No wonder that cup looks so old. It's an ancient relic. I carefully place it down, terrified of breaking it. The next day... The next day was a Saturday. Megan was over the moon once I told her about getting accepted into Hanyu and gleefully encouraged me to go out and celebrate. I'd been miserable because of my soulmate problems, but it'd be nice to forget about all those worries and enjoy a night with my friends. I immediately began discussing the details with Megan. Let's get barbecue. We can go to that place you like. Sure, I've been craving their drinks. Why don't we invite Cassidy? She's been in a bad mood recently, so maybe she'll cheer up if we invite her. The more the merrier. Cassidy might not enjoy events with so many people, but I should still ask. I opened Instagram to send her a message. Are you free today? Want to grab dinner with me and Megan? Where should we go? The barbecue place we've been to before. Sure. Oh, but I have a question, Doobie. Remember my sister? She saw the message you just sent and was quite interested in this dinner. Your sister, Eleanor? Can she tag along? It's fine if you say no. Of course, the more the merrier. Neat! Doobie! Cassidy and Eleanor are standing together outside the barbecue shop. Good luck at work, Doobie. Cassidy purses her lips, somewhat reserved. Perhaps she's nervous around this many people. Congrats on the internship, Doobie. Eleanor, however, greets me candidly. Thank you for coming to support me. Order whatever you like. It's on me. Megan and Eleanor are the only ones who haven't met yet. Luckily, both of them are friendly. After introducing them to each other, they quickly start chatting. Our order arrives almost immediately. Smoke from the meat fills the air, blurring the boundaries between us. Let's make a toast! Congratulations to Doobie for passing their interview at Hanyu and for taking their first step into the workforce. Thanks. Everyone lifts their chopsticks, getting ready to dig in. Megan carefully inspects Eleanor and Cassidy's faces. You two look the exact same, but your vibes are completely different. Twins always look similar. Honestly, I didn't notice it at first. Haha, people always got us confused when we were kids, but after growing up, Cass and I started dressing differently. We don't look that alike anymore, do we? I'm so jealous. I wish I had someone who looked like me that would attend my class, take my exams. It's convenient, isn't it? Wait a second, how did the conversation get here? Ahem. I glance at Eleanor. As if sensing my gaze, she smiles, amused, before changing the subject. It's alright. Twins can be quite different in many regards. We have different talents, different hobbies, we pay attention to different things, too. I'm always attentive in class, but Cass is different. She cares about her classmates a lot. What? Cassidy? Eleanor, that's enough. Cassidy blushes and dips her head, flipping the meat. Eleanor ignores her protest and her grin growing wider. Yeah, she always talks about a classmate named Megan at home. I kept wondering who it was, and when Doobie invited me, I thought it was the perfect opportunity to find out. Really? Megan, probably embarrassed, hasn't moved her chopsticks in ages. The oil sizzles. Eleanor slowly turns her head and winks at me, whispering. Oh my, isn't the atmosphere nice? Haha, is it? We laugh and continue talking. Before long, the table full of meat and vegetables turn empty. I'm full. This place is delicious. Of course, I knew you'd love it. It's rare that so many of us are hanging out together, and it'd be a shame if we all went home now. Why don't we go karaoke? Cassidy's expression is complicated. She's never enjoyed such noisy scenes. Eleanor appears by my side, winking at me with a smile on her face. Maybe another time? There's something I'd like to talk to Doobie about. Oh, are you saying something that we can't overhear? Megan's eyes fill with excitement at the prospect of gossip. Her eyes dart back and forth between me and Eleanor. She grins, dragging Cassidy along with her. Megan! Okay, you two can talk. Cassidy and I are leaving. Let's hang out sometime soon. Incredible work, everybody. The two disappear into the distance. And they left just like that. I turn towards Eleanor, our gazes suddenly locked. I can see the amusement in her eyes. Do you really have something you want to talk to me about? I want my sister to interact more with her crush. Is that considered important? So considerate. Good job. I just don't want to interrupt their two-person world. It's rare for Cass to catch the hints. Oh, so she and Megan are possibly going to get together. You know what? Good for them. Sorry for using you again, Doobie. I can't believe it. Eleanor seems like the type of person who only cares about her studies, but she actually worries about her sister's love life. She gestures toward me with a brilliant, graceful sparkle in her eyes. It's just the two of us. Want to walk around? Sure. I need to walk off that. I'll walk off that meal anyway. The evening street bustles with activity. We transverse through the crowd, our shoulders pressed together. Around us are small food stalls, the air filled with delicious aromas. We talk about everything, from classes at school to our own interests. Regardless of the topic, I can always get sympathetic responses from her. A sort of deja vu hits me like a midnight dream. I trip over my own feet. Eleanor moves quickly, pulling me up. The gap between us closes. If I lifted my head, I would be touching her cheek. The sun's remaining rays pass through the trees, illuminating her face. In an instant, the warmth seems to transform into a raging storm. I almost believed she was hugging me. The shadows melt into tears, meandering down her face. It's the most depressing, melancholic expression I've seen. I can't help but shiver. What's wrong? Are you okay? Her powerful fingers are warm, instantly pulling me away from those strange illusions. You look off. Have you been studying too hard recently? Let me walk you home. She wraps her arm around me, lending me her support. The look on her face is filled with concern. How could I have been mistaken? Is it exhaustion, or... Fuck it, I'll remain silent. It's getting late. We should head back. Thankfully, she doesn't bring up the subject again. Her fingertips brush against my hand, though I don't know whether or not it was intentional. I suddenly am overcome with the urge to hold her hand. The sensation of muscle memory leaves me somewhat terrified. Okay. We return to the crosswalk side by side, just like when we arrived. The red light flickers nearby. Eleanor stands next to me. She doesn't leave first. She waits for the light to change. There are 10 more seconds. Be careful on your way home. Text me when you get there. You too. Stay safe. The people next to me start moving. I follow them. I suddenly hear someone call my name. I instinctively turn around. Doobie! What's wrong? We're only a few steps away from one another, but Eleanor's voice is drowned out by the crowd. I can only see her lips move. But I can't stop. I have to continue down the crosswalk, walking further and further away. Ever since that lunch, I've been repeatedly having the sense of deja vu. It lingers in my mind like an unending fog. Destiny. If such a thing exists, then what have my experiences in life meant? My troubles, my sorrows, and my endless stream of thoughts, were they all destined to happen at this moment? As time continues to pass, the sword of Damocles continues to loom over me. The curse about needing to find my soulmate slowly dominates my whole heart. I feel like I'm living in a completely separate world. I don't even want to face Phoenix and Belle at home. I only want to escape from all this, retreat into a corner where no one will notice me so that I can have a moment of respite. On Sunday morning, I leave my apartment. The brisk air outside helps clear my mind, but those scrambled thoughts of mine spread like wild grass. I walk around aimlessly, suddenly noticing an art gallery not far away. I don't really know how many people will be at this art gallery. I push the door open. The simple gallery stretches endlessly down the hallway. The sound of my footsteps echo in the hall. The paintings hung on both sides are like watchful soldiers, holding their breaths as they silently salute. Am I really going to die if I can't find my soulmate? It's not that I haven't been fantasized about meeting her. I yearn for a relationship that'll last my entire life, but the moment when I realize that my soulmate truly exists in the world, my heart starts panicking once more. Would a love that's swept along by the currents of fate be a love that's true to my heart's desires? Lost in my thoughts, I realize I've been standing in front of this painting for a very long time. The person in the painting has blank eyes, yet has been watching me this entire time, as if ridiculing my ignorance and incompetence. Suddenly, I hear a gentle, calm voice from behind me. Do you like this painting? Oh! I spin around. I don't know when Iris showed up, but she seems to have been quietly standing by my side for a while. With my mind in such a disarray, I didn't even hear the sounds of footsteps approaching me. Perhaps seeing how absorbed I was, Iris leans down slightly toward me when she spoke to me. Her soft breath hovers over my nose like a butterfly, a slight dampness engulfing my thoughts. I instinctively take a step back. She seems to sense my awkwardness. Her lips curve up and she takes a step back as if nothing had happened. Why were you spaced out? I was calling your name from behind you, but you didn't even react. It's nothing. I was just thinking about some stuff. Are you here for the art gallery too, Tsuji? Yes, I wanted to see it since it's ending soon. I didn't think I'd run into you here. What a coincidence, Doobie. As she speaks, her eyes gradually shift over toward the paintings in front of her. But before I can let out a sigh of relief, I hear her gentle voice again. A voice that points directly at my heart. You look troubled. Did you run into a problem? Her concern leaves me lost for words. How am I supposed to explain to Iris everything that's happened? Noticing my silence, Iris doesn't pursue the matter any further. She quietly paces around the silent gallery, only leaving behind the clacks of her heels. Doobie. She suddenly calls out my name, gesturing for me to look in the direction she's pointing at. It's a painting that's more abstract, more chaotic than the last, blooming like a frenzied flower underneath her pale fingertips. Does this painting look like what Albert Camus said about Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the mountain? Sisyphus? The figures depicted in the painting wrestle with color, like they're fighting against the wind. It truly does remind me about the tale of a warrior doomed to eternally push the boulder up the mountain, starting all anew once it rolls down to the bottom. It does. People who keep failing, keep trying again, putting in all that work to no avail. They know that the boulder will roll down again, yet they keep pushing it back up. Her smile leaves me at a loss. I have never understood the meaning behind this in stories. Perhaps the meaning is not at the top of the mountain, but with the actions and choices made. Pushing the boulder is meaningless. Does that mean everything else is meaningless too? The nature of our births is not determined by us. No one has ever provided a clear answer regarding being alive. What's the meaning? No one can say. The meaning is, you need to create your own future. Your choices will shape your life. My heart skips a beat. My choices? Regardless of what I choose this year, will I have my own story, my own ending? She chuckles as I fall silent. She approaches me, chucking a stray strand of hair behind my ear. Sometimes, when you feel perplexed, it's because you've worked too hard. You're too serious. It's alright if you don't know the answer immediately. The person who is usually quite lively at the student council is now whispering comforting words into my ear, leaving me dazed. You know what? I'm gonna dig into you, Wilmus. Hey, let's go! She pauses for a moment. I seem to hear her sigh. Everyone feels that way at some point, don't they? She doesn't directly answer my question, instead providing me with a roundabout response. Suji, don't worry, you're very talented. I trust that this brief moment of trouble won't stop you. Perhaps things will take a turn for the better soon? If you want, you can come and talk to me whenever you feel this way. Of course, you can always feel free to reach out to me when you're bored, Soulmate. She's the same Iris as usual, considerate and sweet. But the fact that we're standing in this empty, quiet gallery makes it seem like we're completely isolated from the entire world. It warms my heart. This is the first time someone has touched my heart recently. I can't help but sniffle. Okay, thank you, Suji. Most of the gloominess that had built up over the past few days dissipates. I look at Iris, beaming. It's Sunday afternoon. I wake up from my midday nap, noticing that there's something new on my bedside table. It's a plain flower vase with water inside. I don't know who left it here. Bella's home today. She probably knows who it was. Belle! What's up, Doobie? Did you leave this vase here, or what's it for? Don't touch it, meow. Put it back. Why? What's it for? Trust me, it's good. You'll thank me in the future. I'm very curious as to why she's being so secretive, but she's unwilling to spill any details. Forget it. I'll ask Phoenix when she comes home. I suddenly hear the door unlocking. Phoenix has returned at the perfect time. Phoenix, you're back. Quick, come over here. She walks into my bedroom, confused. Do you know what this is? Belle put this here. She lowers her eyes, frowning. This vessel hath been filled with purified water, totaling 8 tenths. 'Tis a spell to beckon forth love. Water signifieth prosperity and transformation, with the space remaining for the affection meter, so fate doth continue. Demon cat, from whence did thou learn such a trick? Well, it's not like it's a bad thing. The shell reflect her red wan star. Summoning fate is by nature a disturbance. It is by no means to be relied upon. Don't make it sound so negative. Plus, we have you protecting her. What trouble could there possibly be? No wonder the people around have been acting strangely. It's because of this. Belle is also worried about me, so she used this love attraction spell to help with my curse. My heart warms with gratitude. However, just as Phoenix says, even small tricks like this one have cons. Someone knocks on the door, interrupting my thoughts. Who is it? It's me, Gigi! An unexpected voice. I rushed to open the door and am greeted by a beaming face. Nyx grins proudly, holding a box of cupcakes in her arms. The air fills with an overwhelmingly sweet aroma. I baked some cupcakes and wanted you guys to try them out. Thank you so much. They look delicious. Oh, this one's for Belle. She places the box on top of the cabinet near the entrance. I can only carry so many at once. Can you help me grab the rest, Gigi? I nod. Nyx drags me across the hallway to her fragrant room. There's a row of stunning cupcakes on the table. Nyx even piped flowers. The cream and pearl sugar arranged layer by layer. It's surreal. Do you like it? It's beautiful. Did you make this all by yourself? I wanted to share it with you. I'm happy seeing you smile, Gigi. She brings over 2 cups of black tea and then pulls me over to sit on the couch. She puts on a movie. The opening sequence is addicting. I'm just about to eat a bite of my cupcake when all of a sudden I feel a coolness on my lips. Nixie. I lean back a little, wanting to take the spoon from her hand, but Nyx doesn't let go. Instead, she pouts and bats her eyes at me. You used to feed me like this when we were kids. Have you forgotten? I want to feed you too. Girl, you are so down bad. Her eyes were so convincing. My refusing palm lingers midair as if already forgetting its goal. A bite of cake is no big deal, right? Wait, has she used that spoon already? I can't remember. Oh. Is this the potential of an indirect kiss? She doesn't know what my hesitation means. She stubbornly lifts the spoon to my lips again, looking at me expectantly. What am I thinking? Nixie just wants to share the cake she's worked so hard on. I give in, accepting her offer. The sweet and fluffy cakes leaves a burst of flavor on my tongue, trickling down my throat, disrupting my breathing. Does it taste good? Nyx is still in front of me, her delicate face shining brighter than I remember, more aggressive than usual. Nyx stares at me, her gaze overly attentive as if she's licking her prey. I feel my skin begin to burn. A chill runs down my spine. Honey, you are not beating the potential yandere allegations. I am watching you like a hawk. It's delicious. You're incredible, Nixie. Satisfied, she turns her attention back to the movie and the afternoon tea. This is an art house film. The protagonist is an unremarkable-looking instigator who is secretly quite shrewd. He never commits any crimes personally, but instigates others to. He hovers between right and wrong, believing that he's hidden himself well enough so that no one would find out. But in the end, his crimes are exposed. He has nowhere else to go. He lifts a gun to his forehead and... Grrr! Okay, that's cool. While the movie's still playing, Nyx rests her head on my shoulders. Gigi, what's wrong? I don't know where her eyes are looking, but I sense her slightly trembling. The main character can awaken the evil in people's hearts and manipulate ordinary people into murdering each other. Regardless of why, it still doesn't hide the fact that he's reprehensible, right? This is obvious, but for some reason I don't answer immediately. Perhaps the film's unique perspective has lent me a view into the hidden shadows within the dialogue, offering me a glimpse into the dark mind of the protagonist. Honey, that's called basic media literacy. You're doing fine. So I hesitate. I'm just gonna say this. You haven't changed. He mutters to herself. Her volume is low, so I don't hear her clearly. Yeah, you're definitely not beating the allegations, honey. What did you say? Nothing. As expected of you, Gigi. You're just as nice as you were before. I'm glad. She sits up, looking at the table. Most of the cupcakes are still untouched. There's so much left. I can't finish it by myself, Gigi. Take some home with you. Your friends will love it. She stretches out her arms before hurriedly packing the cupcakes up. She seems to be in a good mood. Why did Nixie suddenly ask me a question like that? It's just a regular art house film. And like many other stories that have already been told, the evil characters have their own sorrows, blurring the line between love and hate. Why did Nyx ask me that question in such a serious tone after we finished the movie? What answer was she expecting? What has she gone through in the years since we've been apart? While these thoughts are brewing in my mind, Nyx has already finished packing up the cupcakes. She hands me the box. Okay, you can take this home, or do you plan on staying here for dinner as well, Gigi? Thanks for the invite, Nixie, but I'm full after eating the cupcakes. She's too talented at baking. I eat so many cupcakes without realizing it. I no longer have room in my stomach for dinner. I'm still deep in thought when Nyx gently pokes my tummy. I stiffen. She naturally withdraws her hand, grinning at me as if nothing happened. Okay, I won't keep you for any longer. Let's hang out another day. I only live a few steps away, but Nyx insists upon walking me to my door. Before I close it, I notice that Nyx hasn't turned to leave. She watches me, her red eyes filled with endless, unsaid emotions. What is she even looking at? Is she really looking at me? Goodbye, Gigi. Through the crack in the door, I see her lips curl into a smile, her canines peeking out. Bye, Nixie. The door clicks shut, severing our connection. The TV is on at home as well. Phoenix and Belle are sitting in the living room, safe and sound. I place down the box of cupcakes, noticing Phoenix frown. Doobie, 'tis beneficial for thee to reflect upon the past, but knowing someone doth not necessitate thou shouldst know that. Thou shouldst know of their heart. What one reveals to thee is perhaps only one of her countless faces. Girl, what the fuck? Thou hast met long ago, but thou hast also been distanced for long. Time, experience, and memories change all things. Thou canst not expect anyone to be the same as when thou first met her. While thou dwellest in the mortal world, thou must always remain vigilant. Phoenix rarely criticizes someone so harshly. I don't think she's interacted with Nyx before, so why is she suddenly saying this? Is it because Nyx started working early and she's not in a typical industry? Is she reminding me to be careful with who I befriend? I want to ask her more questions, but Belle interrupts me. You're using your logic to theorize about others again, meow. It's fine that you hate me, but now you're hating on the neighbor girl too. Nonsense. Humans and demons are by nature destined for diverging paths. Doobie hath kindly adopted thee, yet thou returnest her sincerity with trouble. What do you mean, trouble? Haven't I been useful? So many people have expressed interest in our Doobie recently. She's currently stressed out over finding her soulmate. You're living here rent-free. Can't you think of something? Phoenix is calm and restrained, but when faced with the blabbering Belle, her veins often bulge. What are you doing? Doobie, save me! She's going to hit me! Belle, sensing danger in the air, instantly morphs back into a cat and burrows herself in my arms. Phoenix stares at her, her fists clenched tightly. I feel like the second I let go of Belle is the moment she'll face great misfortune. Alright, both of you have been working hard to help me, I got it. As for my unanswered questions, I'll have to save them for another day when Phoenix and I are alone. The next day... I stand outside Hanyu's office building, looking up at this towering skyscraper in front of me. I try to pump myself up, practicing my smile one more time and using my reflection in the glass. Calmly walk through the revolving doors. I'm early. Once I'm done with the onboarding process, I find my seat. I didn't expect that the desk next to mine already has someone there. She has her back towards me, but she seems so familiar. I squint my eyes. Is that... Why is it you? That familiar figure is my best friend, Megan. What are you doing here? I'm losing my mind. I got transferred here. But hey, we're now coworkers. Aren't you happy? Happy? You wish. When did you find out? Megan awkwardly chuckles, clearly guilty. Like 2 days ago? I'm furious. She could have mentioned this to me over the last 2 days, yet she kept her mouth shut. I told her immediately after getting my internship. I huffed, turning my back against her. I even pursed my lips and refused the breakfast she offers me. Girl, what the fuck? Since this is my first day at work, the department head doesn't give us many tasks to do. I frequently helped out the student council, so I'm already well versed with all of these tasks. To be honest, I must thank the idiot sitting right next to me for that. Good lord! That girl has a family! I've been ignoring her this entire morning, busy paying attention to all the training we're given. And make sure to keep in mind the points I mentioned. A lot of previous interns have made these mistakes before because they weren't taking this job seriously. As incoming interns, your focus right now should be on mastering the basics. She looks at her watch once she finishes her sentence. Alright, it's noon. Head over to the cafeteria for lunch. Whether it's at school or at work, everyone's favorite part of the day is lunch. As soon as the department head dismisses us, Megan makes her way over to me with a pitiful look on her face. Doobie, I was wrong. I shouldn't have kept this from you. I promise to tell you everything from now on, so please forgive me, okay? I was going to tell you at dinner the other night, but the atmosphere just fell off at first. And then I got so wrapped up in talking to everyone that I forgot. Anyways, there wasn't a suitable time to say anything, so I just planned on surprising you today. I'll buy you boba later, okay? A large, an extra large, okay? She pleadingly bats her eyes. It's both adorable and hilarious. Oh my god, I love her. I've already cooled off after a whole morning at work, and honestly, I'm more delighted than anything else. I can't hold back my smile any longer. Fine, I'll forgive you this time. Hehe, great! You have no idea how gloomy I was when you kept ignoring me. I felt completely despaired. Alright, that's enough out of you. Let's have lunch. Sure, look, you have no idea how surprised I was when I got the transfer notice. Since it's our first day at work, Megan and I get slightly lost before finally making it to the cafeteria. Almost all the seats are taken. There's only a few empty chairs in the corner. We have no choice but to put their bags down on a table near the window and get in line for lunch. A small commotion breaks out in front of us while we're in line. Who's that? I don't know, but she's gorgeous. Aren't all the interns already here? How is there still someone new? Megan is a huge gossip. After hearing this, she immediately cranes her head to get a good look, and then excitedly taps me. Hey, look over there! That older woman in front of us really stands out. I feel like she doesn't belong here. Oh! Hello, Miss Ma'am! Oh my god. Why aren't you I don't think you're pursuable, right? Holy shit! I follow Megan's finger and notice a woman who indeed catches my eye. She's tall and dressed in a suit, clearly on a different level than all of us. She gives off a rich kid experiencing the ordinary life vibes. Rich people are really different from commoners like us. You can't fake that attitude. I nod in agreement. Even just her silhouette stands out from everyone else. Do you think she's the daughter of some higher up? Stop randomly making guesses. We should just focus on doing our jobs well. We returned to our seats after getting lunch. The woman we just been staring at is now sitting at the table in front of us. She's flipping through her phone, absent-mindedly picking at her food with her chopsticks. It doesn't seem like she's very hungry. Megan and I aren't the only ones secretly observing her, but she doesn't seem to mind. In fact, she's not paying attention to any of us. We get 2 hours for lunch. God, I wish that were me. After we finish our meal, we walk around downstairs until Megan is summoned by her boss. I take a stroll by myself before leisurely making my way back. From a distance, I spot a pile of documents on my desk and a coffee cup with a special logo. I recognize this logo. It's the coffee shop nearby. Megan and I were just talking about giving that place a try. But that place usually has a super long line. It'd take us ages to get something. I didn't think Megan would secretly buy me coffee. Now this is more surprising than her transfer to Hanyu. I grin, picking the cup up. Don't want to accidentally spill it all over these precious documents. I gloss over the files. It's obviously a level above the task we'd been assigned to handle this morning. However, work needs to get done. I split the documents into separate categories, putting user research and data on top and demand underneath. I need to process the research results first before I can handle the rest. It's a challenge, but it's also the first official task I've received here at Hanyu. I grit my teeth and get it done. After a lot of hard work and effort, I finally finish part of the task. I absent-mindedly reach for the coffee, only to find the cup empty. Is this the life of a corporate drone? Oh, honey, you don't even know. I see a billion empty coffee cups and late nights in my future. Two people suddenly enter the room as I mope out. It's Executive Key and the woman at my interview the other day, and the other woman is the older woman Megan and I saw in the cafeteria? Are you sure it's here? Don't disturb their work. Yes, but it's fine if I can't find it. I'll just buy 2 more cups. Then find it. After Executive Key finishes speaking, the older woman glances left and right as if she's searching for something. What are they searching for? Just then, her eyes flicker over to me and I meet her glance, clueless, uncertain. Before I know it, I find her standing in front of me, a forced smile on her face as she stares at the cup of coffee in my hands before looking up at me. Her eyes are accusing. My heart stops and I quickly retrieve my hand. Don't tell me, this cup of coffee actually belongs to her? Now that I think about it, that makes a lot more sense. Megan and I weren't apart for long. How could she possibly have had the time to buy me coffee? The woman remains silent, staring down at me, awaiting my next move. I nervously stand up, fighting the urge to shrink back against her scrutinizing gaze, and awkwardly say, I'm so sorry. Is this cup of coffee yours? I thought a friend of mine had bought it for me. I apologize for the trouble I've caused. Why don't I buy you another cup? Executive Key has walked over and gives her an exasperated glance. Hey, Chairwoman Rosalie Key, how come you still haven't fixed this lousy habit of yours? Why do you keep putting things in random places? Damn, girl! Chairwoman! Perhaps my reaction was too exaggerated. The woman in front of me chuckles and reassuredly pats me on the shoulder. Don't worry about it. I shouldn't have left it there. Think of it as an award for doing your job so well. I'm so sorry, Chairwoman. I didn't mean to. My heart is filled with nothing but regret. I should have double-checked with Megan. Now I finished the chairwoman's coffee on my first day at work. Who could possibly believe that story? It's okay. We're not mad at you. Relax. Even though Victoria's facial expression is normal, I can tell she's trying to comfort me. I appreciatively smile. Rosalie watches our interaction before suddenly interjecting. No, there should be more? My heart skips a beat. I don't know what else to think of the chairwoman's belongings I've accidentally destroyed. I brought over some documents from the head office. I put it underneath the latte. Have you seen it? Are those files? I gingerly point to the spreadsheets I just finished on my computer screen. Rosalie's light-hearted gaze suddenly freezes. She walks around me and stares at the results I've compiled, squinting. Her serious expression sends goosebumps down my spine. Oh, yes, this is. Did you finish it already? Sorry, I thought our department was responsible for it. I can't tell what she's thinking at all, so I awkwardly chime in. This was indeed meant for your department, but something unexpected has happened. Why don't you come with me for a second? Can I really refuse? I balance the pros and cons, deciding to face these terrible misunderstandings head on. Okay. She starts walking before I can even answer. Victoria stands in the same spot, but follows the chairwoman after I agree. I trail behind them like a lost puppy. I only sense the sweat dripping down from my forehead once we've reached the door to Victoria's office. My breath hitches. Even though Rosalie is smiling and reassuring me everything is fine, her sharp eyes make me want to hide underneath a desk. Victoria gently shuts the door to the office. The soft click sounds like the sound of an anvil is dropped right on my head. She silently stands next to Rosalie, their eyes chaining me to the floor. This joint hearing makes me feel like I'm about to hand in my resignation. To be honest, I'm quite surprised. I didn't think you would sort through all those files. Are you one of our new interns? It's not about the coffee. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my chest. Yes. She smiles, her fingers tapping the desk in front of her. Would you be open to relocating to another department for your internship? Let's stop here. Don't scare her. Victoria's tone is harsh, but Rosalie doesn't seem to care. She stares straight at me, waiting for a response. You know what? Chair went on. Oh, Victoria really liked that. I can sense that the chairwoman wants me to work for her at the head of the office. I'd be treated much better than I am here. But her attitude makes me unsettled. I don't want to offend her, so I choose my words carefully. Thank you for the offer, Chairwoman Key, but as a new intern, I feel as though Hanyu is better suited to my needs. Executive Key has already taken care of me very well. Don't be so quick to refuse. Who knows, maybe I could take care of you better than your Executive Key. Ayo! Ayo! Damn, I'm about to be swept off my feet. Her tone is lighthearted, but her gaze is still just as serious as it was before. It's as if I'm some new toy she's inspecting from the displayed window. It's unnerving. Or perhaps my words are meaningless. The only ones with power right now are her and Victoria. I subconsciously looked toward Executive Key. She refused. Stop pressuring her. Rosalie ignores Victoria and repeats her question. Are you sure? I'm sorry, Chairwoman. Please allow me to refuse. Rosalie smiles. Are you really refusing my offer? Hanyu is a new company. I can personally train you if you decide to join us at the head office. I am enticed, but I truly enjoy my current position here at Hanyu. Rosalie pats Victoria on the shoulder after I say the words but, affectionately ignoring Victoria's cold expression. What a shame. Seems like I can't convince you otherwise. Vicky, I'm so jealous. How did you get such a good employee? Someone else recommended her. I don't dare say another word. I stand there frozen until Victoria waves at me. Head back to work. Ah, wait. I'm about to open the door and exit the office when Rosalie calls out to me. She reaches out and grabs the doorknob, yet is in no hurry to open the door. I caused you a lot of trouble by misplacing my belongings, and I inadvertently increased your workload. I'd like to buy you dinner as an apology. What do you say? I don't understand what she's implying, and I helplessly glance toward Victoria. My heartbeat calms down when Victoria nods. She's been protecting me this entire time, so I trust her judgment. Thank you, Chairwoman Key and Executive Key. I text Megan since my dinner plans have now changed. Can't grab dinner with you tonight. Get home safe. Huh? You said we'd get coffee together. I just finished running an errand. Apparently the coffee shop has less people around this time. Any mention of coffee sends tears streaming down my cheeks. My entire afternoon has been a burning disaster because of one singular cup of coffee. Megan has unintentionally reopened the wound. Well, I'm not going to say anything, but know that something immediately came to mind. I grit my teeth and type out maybe next time before putting my phone away. Victoria and... Oh, this is a fancy bad bitch place. Victoria and Rosalie must have more money than I could possibly imagine. The restaurant they've invited me to is luxurious and high class. I feel out of place dressed in my plain, simple clothes. Oh my goodness, these women do not fuck around. The two women sitting across from me are familiar with the menu. Rosalie gives me recommendations for what to order after asking for my preferences. The food is exquisite, but I feel like I'm sitting on pins and needles. My mouth is tasteless. Are you still hungry? I immediately shake my head, scared there'll be more misunderstandings. I'm completely full. I'll drive you home. Rosalie, you can head back. Be careful on your way there. Call me if anything comes up. She nods, making a call me signal with her hand. This entire day feels like I've survived a hurricane. Why so nervous? How could I not be nervous? I didn't expect your cousin to be the chairwoman. I feel like I've stumbled upon some classified secret I'm not supposed to know. And yeah, honestly, I feel that deep in my soul. It's not a secret. We're just relatives. Are you upset with me for denying you a transfer opportunity? She casually asked, but I can tell she's searching for a serious answer. I'm not upset, no. I firmly shake my head no. Why would I be upset? I worked so hard to pass on Yu's interview. This is the position I want. Okay, that's good. Don't worry. I promise you'll have all opportunities and benefits you'd like at Hanyu, as long as you're willing to put in the work. Thank you, Executive. I love her. Fuck. Victoria only drives away after I've gone upstairs. After I take a shower, I notice I've received a text. It's her again. Wonderful job today. Get some rest. Thank you, Executive. You too. You can just call me Victoria. No need for such formalities. You know what? Fuck it. Victoria? Like this? Feels weird. Oh my god, she's cute! Oh, she is emoji! Executive Victoria. You just took 2 steps back. I'll just call you that when we're alone. Okay. It's getting late. Wonderful job today. Get some rest. You too. Good night. Good night, Doogie. She's so fucking cute. Oh my god. Well, shit. I'm having better luck with her, so you know what? I'm going to choose Victoria as my date this time around. Yes, yes, yes. It's Friday night. I push open the door to my apartment and step inside from when I remember I've forgotten my USB drive on my desk at work. Graduation is coming up soon, so the school has been rushing us to get all the documents in. My USB drive had stuff I was planning to work on after work. I scarf down my dinner before rushing back to the office. I swap the USB drive on my desk, grab it, and head down the desk hallway. I want to return home as soon as possible. Seems like no one's working overtime. None of the lights are on. Wait, huh? I have to retract what I just thought. There's an office in the distance with the lights on. I curiously make my way over, wondering who could still be working at this hour. However, I hear the sound of crisp footsteps behind me, accompanied by a cold yet puzzled voice. Who? I turn around, greeting the woman. Executive Key! What are you doing here? Maybe show concern? Yay! I came back to grab something. Are you still working, ma'am? That must be tough. Is there anything I can help with? It's fine. You should leave soon. I should have turned around and left, but for some reason, I can't leave. Victoria looks so exhausted. She's currently sorting a stack of documents into different folders, fully concentrated on the task. She doesn't notice that I haven't left. Executive Key, are you handling all this by yourself? Huh? You're still here. She gives me a peculiar look. Why are you standing there? Are you scared to go home alone, like that morning at the park? I thought she'd already forgotten about what happened that day. I blushed, scratching the back of my head. The hallway is dark and it's kind of scary. Can I stay with you until you finish your work? Is there anything I can help with? There's no need. You can sit over there. These files are all very important. I must personally approve each decision, which you currently cannot help with. I might not be able to help you make decisions, but there has to be something I could do. I could print copies or something, as long as it makes your job easier. She doesn't say another word, staring at me emotionlessly. I almost sense a hint of scrutiny under her eyes. After a moment of silence, she sighs and relents. Don't make a mess. Got it! Victoria hands me a few files, telling me to organize them. These are materials that she has to use during tomorrow's meeting. The information written here is confidential. Please don't share it with anyone. Show my loyalty. Yes, I'll take it to my grave. Victoria pauses as if my remark amuses her and softly moves. She's so cute! I work alongside Victoria. It's almost 10. I realize more and more that her job can't be done by just anyone. Many tedious tasks emerge like worms after a nice bout of rain. Every time I think we're almost done, Victoria finds me something new to do. I check the time again, and now it's already past 11. I finished all the tasks she's assigned to me. I'm only waiting for her. The frosty moonlight shines through the curtains like wind drifting across the water. Victoria's side profile is blurred beneath the silver light. I struggle to see her clearly. She's sitting right there, yet it feels like we're miles apart. My drowsiness is starting to overtake me. I withdraw my gaze and slump down against the desk, groaning. Being executive must be hard. Huh? I didn't know you had to deal with so many things by yourself, Executive Key. Yes, it's more than one would expect. Are you tired? Why don't I call you a taxi? No, it's fine. I'm glad I can help out. Okay, thank you for helping me with work. There's no need to thank me. I'm the one who asked to stay. I think I hear Victoria lightly chuckle before she explains. I'm only this busy because Hanyu is a subsidiary of the Key Group. All the workflows are directly copied from the head office. Anything involving the head office can only be resolved by me. Victoria's voice grows hazier and hazier until I can no longer hear what she's saying. My vision fades to black. I fall fast asleep. The next morning, I'm woken up by the bright sunlight. I groggily open my eyes, staring at the unfamiliar ceiling. My brain short-circuits as I take in my surroundings. I blink a few more times before finally coming to my senses. I stayed with Victoria late last night and I somehow fell asleep. It was then that I realized even though I was asleep, I wasn't cold. There's a soft, warm blanket draped over me. The heating is also turned on. A piping hot cup of coffee sits on the table, accompanied by a few thermal food containers. There's a piece of paper underneath the cup. I gently pick up the cup, wanting to see what's written on the note. Written on the paper was, "I'm sorry, something came up and I had to leave. I brought you some breakfast." Hey! Hang on. One of these days I'll remember this. Man! That's really cute! Victoria's handwriting is elegant, stroke decisive. I clutch the note, an image of her popping into my head. I can't help but smile. Executive Key is so sweet. Alright. I didn't actually know we had an affection gauge. Neat. So, obviously Victoria's my highest affection at the moment, so I think I am actually going to pursue her instead. Fuck it. Anyway, let's save over here, and let's end the month. This will probably be the last month we get to, honestly. And I'm just gonna go bug Victoria. Meetings, reprimands, and pressure. These are the 3 words to describe my current situation. Today, the department is having one of our routine meetings. It was supposed to be a relatively ordinary session where we report on our work, but we've already finalized the workflow in a previous meeting. Right now, we need to proceed with gray box testing in order to minimize negative feedback from users. However, I've yet to see any data or research supporting this push forward. How is such a basic mistake being made? This project is under Miss Lynn's discretion, is it not? Her intimidating gaze pierces daggers through the department head sitting near her. Yes, Executive Key, but I've handed this task over to our newest intern, Doobie. The follow-up protocol should have been handled by them as well. The entire room turns to stare at me. Pressure is stifling, especially Victoria's gaze, which feels like a bright spotlight exposing me to the world. I stiffen as though I'd just been plunged into an icy river. I open my mouth, but nothing comes out. What? Miss Lynn's lying. Victoria's eyes are crushing me. I'm explaining it clearly. Fuck that shit. I'm going to take the blame for Miss Lynn if I don't explain things clearly. By shifting this responsibility onto me, she not only affects my chances of getting promotion, but also Hanu's future. This is not good. I take a deep breath, steady my gaze, and tell myself to calm down. Executive Key, while I am indeed responsible for the follow-up of this project, I was not at all involved in the process of gray box testing portion. I do not fully understand the situation, and I apologize for that. Victoria's gaze softened slightly, so I quickly seized the opportunity to add, I will compile and submit the test results to you as soon as possible, ma'am, so that you can review them and decide how we should proceed. The meeting ends quickly. Victoria only emphasized a few more important points before dismissing us. Miss Lynn and I are asked to stay behind. I calmly present the test results I prepared beforehand once again to Victoria and explain the process. However, I omit the part where Miss Lynn says, everything is for our monthly progress OKR. There's no point in making enemies. Victoria flips through the results and the analysis, taking her time to read. Then she looks up, coldly staring at Miss Lynn. The company does not value experience the most, but rather ability and integrity. Miss Lynn, do you truly believe I cannot see through your facade? No, Executive Key. I did it for the company. Victoria viciously cuts her off. Stop. Don't make excuses for yourself. For the company? The company does not need mediocre project planning, nor does it need a department head pushing the blame onto an intern. And even if it was her responsibility, you're still her direct supervisor and the first one to be held accountable. Get her ass! Dear God, I wish work bullshit went this well in real life. Miss Lynn, I hope the situation does not happen again. Expect a visit to HR if it does. Miss Lynn hangs her head in silence. Victoria's eyes stare intensely at her for a few more seconds before she finally turns to look at me. She softens her tone considerably. You can stop working on this project. I will assign you other tasks. Yes, ma'am. You can return to your desk now. Her voice is surprisingly filled with tenderness. When I return to my desk, I'm still scared out of my mind. Megan comfortingly pats me on the shoulder. I can only feebly smile in response. My department head tried to use me as a scapegoat because I'm just an intern. Even though Victoria has such a high position, she didn't side with Miss Lynn due to her seniority, nor did she excuse her mistake. Instead, she defended me. The workplace environment is just as harsh as I'd imagined, but Executive Key is a good person. I can't help but replay what she said in her office, line by line, word by word. Today's meeting started later than usual. Soon, my shift was over. But when I left the office, Miss Lynn still hadn't left Executive Key's office. I glance at the tightly shut door, shake my head, and leave. Are you doing okay today? I'm not calling her executive. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You were very brave today. In the future, there's no need to stay silent. Speak your mind. Tanya won't protect those who make mistakes. The company does its best to stop these office politics, but some people just won't follow the rules. Don't place too much trust in anyone. Okay, but you're the one I trust the most. Just call her Victoria! Oh my god! You can ask me any questions you have. Get some rest. Good night. Good night. And I guess that's just the end of the month. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm pursuing. This afternoon's meeting isn't solely about work projects. There's another topic on the agenda. There's another topic on the agenda. Our team building event is scheduled for the next few days. Please let me know if there's a time conflict. Does anyone have suggestions for where we should go? If not, we'll have another outdoor barbecue. Faint sighs scattered throughout the office after she finished speaking. Megan told me that outdoor barbecues were Anyu's typical team building exercises. The other employees have gotten tired and are probably hoping for something new. What's wrong? Does anyone have a suggestion? The office is so silent you could hear a pin drop. Victoria is too intimidating, and offering a suggestion would likely mean organizing the event as well. No one speaks up. Her eyes circle around the meeting room before finally landing on the production development team. Then, Doobie, do you have any ideas? Why is she suddenly calling on me? I didn't even make a sound. My coworkers stare at me with hope written across their faces. I awkwardly smile and respond, I'll express my true thoughts. Fuck it. She likes it. I stand up, earnestly sharing my idea. I've heard that Hanyu has hosted outdoor barbecues many times already. Perhaps we could try a new location? We can explore new venues. Competitive team games could improve relationships between everyone. That's a great suggestion. Why don't we try something new? I agree. Victoria nods. We will proceed with Doobie's suggestion. Yes, Executive Key. After the meeting ends, I stay behind to discuss the team-building activities with the administrative team. A company like Hanyu has many employees, so we need to make all our preparations well in advance. We need to figure out the number of participants, purchase supplies, book venues, and arrange transportation for everyone. All kinds of work for us to figure out. The workday has already ended by the time I finish talking with the administrative team. All my other coworkers have left. I still have some work to finish, so I return to my seat and continue drafting my proposal for an event we're hosting next month. I'm still racking my brain for ideas when Victoria silently speaks, startling me. You should pay attention to the time You should pay attention to the timing of each activity when writing a proposal. Take a look here. The timing is too tight. There's no buffer to account for any unexpected changes. She stands next to me and offers me a few pointers. Maybe she's not busy today. She points to one section of the proposal. I follow her finger and notice that the timing indeed doesn't make sense. Here as well. You didn't consider the transportation time between these two locations. Find somewhere closer. Okay. I follow her advice, quickly editing the draft. Have you written event proposals before? Sometimes I'd help organizing smaller events for the student council. I see. Her tone is emotionless, leaving me a little nervous. Is that good or bad? Perhaps my emotions were written all over my face, because Victoria pats my shoulder, reassuring me. Don't be nervous. I'm not reprimanding you. This is your first time organizing a large-scale event. It doesn't need to be perfect. I can already see the progress you've made since starting this internship from your draft. Thanks to Victoria, I'm able to quickly finish writing my proposal. I'm done, Executive Key. Good. Let me take a look. I stand up, giving her my seat. She sits down and begins scrolling through the computer in front of her. I watch her eyebrows furrow at sections, yet relax at others. This is more nerve-wracking than waiting for my exam results. Executive Key, what do you think? She nods, her eyes still fixed on the screen. It's well written. There are only a few parts that need to be edited. I can comfortably trust you with writing our next proposal. Thank you for the guidance, Executive Key. You can head home now. There's nothing else for you to do. Okay. I collect my belongings and get ready to leave. I can't help but sneak a peek when I pass by Victoria's office. As I walk down the hallway, she rubs the bridge of her nose, engrossed in another document. The computer screen emits a harsh white light, illuminating her face. It sharpens her features and makes her expression look strangely vacant. Is Executive Key always like this? It's like all her days are spent at work. The question lingers on my mind over the next few days, even until the team building event. The event took place in the suburbs and ended in the afternoon. After we took the bus back to the city, everyone decided to get dinner together as well. The table is lively. My colleagues, who spent the whole day hanging out with one another, are letting loose. They chat with one another, with smiles on their faces. What's Executive Key doing? Is she chatting with someone else as well? I suddenly think of Victoria's stern face and her eyes, which are nearly always devoid of warmth. Where are those eyes looking at right now? I carefully glance around the room, yet find her seat empty. On the table is a half-finished glass of red wine. Since Executive Key isn't here, I should be able to sneak out and get some fresh air, right? I get up and push past the crowds at the restaurant, stepping outside. The stuffy heat inside of the room quickly dissipates, blown away by the cold breeze. The chilly air fills my nostrils, clearing my mind. The restaurant only serves hot tea and alcohol, but I want something cold to drink. I glance around, quickly noticing a nearby convenience store. I walk over. The street is silent, a car or two driving by occasionally, blowing a gust of wind past me. I pick a cold drink and leave after paying. It's cold at night. The sky is completely dark, devoid of light. I look down the street at the buildings casting shadows over one another, spilling all over the ground. The asphalt road is immersed in a cryptic atmosphere. As I walk down the path, my mind wanders, detaching itself from the noisy dinner. The exhaustion of the last few days disappears with the wind. As I'm wandering down the road, a familiar figure appears in front of me. Victoria stands in a corner not far away. Her posture is... One moment, y'all. Her posture is upright, reminding me of a statue. A solitary, lonely statue. She tilts her head, looking at someplace in the distance, her expression unclear. I'm surprised. I was just wondering where she went a few minutes ago, and now I have my answer. I have a weird impulse. I want to walk up to her and say hi, but I don't want to disturb this peaceful atmosphere. What's Executive Key staring at? I lift my head up and stare at the sky. The moon isn't out yet, and only a few stars are scattered across the vast, boundless sky. Doobie? Ah, what a coincidence, Executive Key. Are you still hungry? I'm completely stuffed. It was too hot inside, so I came out for some fresh air. She softly chuckles and looks back up at the sky. I can't contain my curiosity. I carefully take a few steps forward and ask, the moon isn't out tonight. What does the night look like to you, Executive Key? What you see is what I see. What I see? I see a lively city full of lights with a vibrant atmosphere. But I notice that you keep staring up at the sky, ma'am. You're quite observant. She nods, offering me a confusing, ambiguous explanation. I'm waiting. Waiting for what? She doesn't respond. Hello? Did you leave this cookie on my desk? How did you know? How did you know? It's very obvious. You were the only one who stopped by my office last night. Haha, it was Christmas Eve, so I got you a present. I had to leave early yesterday to sort something out. Sorry, I just saw it. Merry Christmas. Don't worry about it. It's great that you got to leave early. That means you don't have to work overtime. But you might have to do overtime tomorrow. On my day off? Link. I've heard rumors you're interested in seeing the show. I have tickets. Hey, oh! You and a friend can go tomorrow. And a friend, huh? It's not letting me send anything more, no. Alright, though. It's close enough to the time where I'm probably going to have to, like, stop this playthrough anyway, but... let me see here. I'm going to save here. But anyway, I'm going to find someone to raid. Thank you for watching, those of you who have been here. I do appreciate it immensely. Let's go find someone to raid into. Let's see here. I am going to actually raid us into Caspery. I never usually see him on during this time, but here's hoping. He is currently playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories and achievement hunting, so perhaps I can... And I love this game, honestly, so I will see you all possibly Saturday. I'm still not 100% sure on if I am actually going to be able to stream Saturday. It's probably going to be just Pokero grinding, if I'm going to be honest, but I might try to see if Lucid Emerald can work. But anyway, I'm going to send you all over to Caspery's way. Treat him well, and here's hoping that y'all have a lovely, lovely day. Bye! Give her a couple seconds here. Bye.